Yeah, good morning. I'll be lecturing you on Revit 2024. I have so many reasons why I choose Revit 2024 as the version to use for this lecture. But the most important reason is there are so many models I have that was modeled with the newer versions. So when we use older versions like 2017, 2020, 2019, we may not be able to open those models. And it's always advisable when you are downloading Revit or installing Revit on your system. It's always advisable to use a newer version, if possible the latest version. So I will encourage us all to look for the latest version. If you don't get it, you look for a newer ones, those closer ones. So once again, I will say congrats to all that are watching me and those that are willing to learn. Revit is a very special software. It's, yeah, I think it is more easier than other architectural software. It is very easy to learn if you have the interest to learn it. So this is our Revit 2024. Let's get started. This is our Revit 2024. You open it, you double click on it and open it. So this Revit 2024 is like every other Revit anyway. We have just little difference on it, which may not really matter if you are used to Revit. But the most important aspect why I use this newer version is because of my most of my models was modeled with newer versions. As it gets open, let me give you a brief lesson on how Revit works. Revit, as we all know, is is an architectural software. It's a design software anyway. You use it to design anything like house, buildings, town, cities and the rest. So it's very easy, and this software, whatever you input on Revit, it automatically view it. You can automatically view it in 3D. It has no it has no shortcut. It's just naturally like that. It is how it was built. That's what makes it easy. You can adjust your plan through the 3D. You can do everything through your 3D elevations and the rest, and the 2D too. So it's very easy to learn. Let me open a new surface of it. Look at it. When you open it, you get here. You see on you see imperial multiple display, metric multiple display. This architectural metric wasn't here when I downloaded this software because I I did not download my software well. At a point when you are downloading Revit, you have to use there are points that you have to use internet to install it, so it will be complete. So this architectural metrics, we have structural metrics, we have others which are not here. Mostly I don't use those ones because I focus more on designs of building. I don't really do the structural aspect of it. So I use more of this. But we will also go into those lectures with time. You click to architectural metrics and you say okay. You leave this with your project. You say okay. It's open your Revit. As we wait while it gets open, we be patient. So our Revit is open now. When you come here, you see property. You come here, you see project browser. Then you can come here, you see others like wall, door, window, component. Let me start from these properties. This place, property, is where you can set your properties like color, the size of your wall, the size of your door, the color of your windows, the width, the length, and the rest. So when you come to this project browser, this is where you can set the levels. We also have some families like door, window, glass, and the rest here. So many other things we can get it here too. This family and the rest. We have shadow sheets, we have legend and other things. These are where you set it. Then when you come to this wall, this is where you can pick your wall. Here you come to architecture. Then you see wall under architecture. You can pick your wall. Different kind of walls are here. uh Then when you come to door, these are also door. You can pick your door. There are different kinds of door here. You come to window, this there are different kind of window too. You come to component. This component is where you can use to import other models from other side, and also you can click here to model your wall, model so many other things. This component, when you click to this component, you will see place a component. This place a component means importing. You can click when you place component, you will see your door, your furnitures, and the rest. And you can also import other family from other site and every other things. Then when you come to model in place, this is where you can model things. You can model door, you can model your windows, you can model whatever here. This is column. You know what's column? This is roof, this is ceiling, this is floor. We all learn this. This is cutting system. You can use all these places to form your door, your glass window, and the rest. This is drilling. Drilling is just about the rail, your staircase, your balcony, and the rest. This is fan. This is staircase. This is where you use to place your staircase and the rest. We also learn this while we go on. We will learn. This is model test. Model test is what you use in writing your signposts and the rest. Just 3D things. This is your line. This is where you use in drawing your line. You can use this to draw your line in any way. This is model group. We will also teach this. The room, everything here. We are going to teach it with time. Then you go to structure. Structure, we don't really use this. I personally do not use this. These are for structural engineers to place whatever they have in 3D too for you to see it. Then another one we use insert. Insert is where you use in inserting your model, where you use in importing things maybe from other architectural software, like AutoCAD, ArchiCAD, and the rest. You can also use this link to import your models. When you see other family models, like when you come here, you use it to import other family like the whatever. If you look into the ones you have in your Revit and you don't like it, you can browse, get any other ones from outside Revit, import it to your design and make use of it. Then when you come to manage, we will also teach you. This is where you will set your Revit, set everything about your Revit before you start, and there are also other settings here. You come to annotation. Annotation is where you get your diameter, you get your measurement and the rest. Where you place your measurements. We will also teach this. So there are other things. You come to, is it modification, modify. Modify, yes. You come to modify. This modify is where you can see your cut, your join, your other things, trim, extend. You use this when you learn this part of modify. We mostly use this in our drawing. You mostly when you learn this part of modify, it is automatically you have learned more than 50% of what you need to know about Revit. So with time, you will learn this. Thank you all. Thank you for subscribing on my channel. Like, comment, ask your questions in the comment section, and we will answer you. I will always be there to answer you. If you watch any of my videos and maybe you want to make you want to practice what you have seen and it is difficult for you to do that, ask questions on my comment section. Whatever thing you want to model, maybe you don't know how to do that, you can also ask questions. I'll always be there. If there are other means, if there are other way of doing things that you think I'm not doing right, you can also ask your questions. I'll be there to interact with you. I will also drop my WhatsApp number so we can sometimes chat on WhatsApp. You know, you can also call me. I'll drop my numbers so you can also call me and ask some questions, and I believe I will be there for you at all time. Remember to subscribe on my channel and like this video. It will really help me a lot for us to continue what we are doing here online. Thank you so much.